What is going on, Laser Focus Solutions Media? Christopher Godwin here, your host, and we're returning from vacation. That's right. We did a little unplug and unwind. I guess that's the best way to put it. So, in this video, we're going to talk about getting back into the business, getting back into the swing of things, and a very kind conversation I had with a customer today, and another client I talked to via text, and just sharing some positive, vibes, right? So let's start with vacation. We went camping. We took our 31-foot travel trailer. I went ahead and did an oil change on the 2500 HD and threw in the tow code for towing, hooked up everything, and then went on down the road. We didn't go very far. We went about an hour and 30 away to a local state park called Killen's Pond. It's a very cute, quaint park. I enjoy it because it's just quiet, right? I think what's also cool is that it's got walking trails and then it also has a water park. And the water park isn't like, big and lavish. It's got 4 slides. But the cool part about it is it's got 4 slides. So it's just enough to kind of get in there. They give you a morning option and an afternoon option. So that was basically what we chose, was a 2 to 6 option. It's got a pool for the kids. It's got a bunch of little play activity things for the kids to play in and whatnot. But we just kind of laid around by the pool, laid in the pool. And then I did go down the slides about, 4 or 5, maybe 6 times. So all in all, it was a good 4 days, I guess it was, away. It's funny. I packed up my laptop, my mouse, my books, all my work stuff I planned on in my little downtime here and there because I don't know how to sit still because it's the ADHD in me. So I thought, okay, well, I'll go ahead and do some estimates because I got probably 10 to do. There was no service down there, man. None. So I was forced. I was forced to unplug. I was forced to sit by a campfire. I was forced to take a walk. I was forced to do a lot of things that I probably would have not done had I had good Wi-Fi. So I'm not mad about that because that's where I got to learn to unplug and enjoy the moment. So, so kudos to Killen's Pond for having horrible Wi-Fi. But yeah, so we did take a walk around the pond. I'm not sure the mileage wise. I did work out, in the camper, just simple sit-ups, push-ups, just basic stuff. I did do one video from the camper. I'll post. I did not do videos 2 days in a row down there. Again, it just, in this 90-day challenge, I'm learning so much about, it's unless you lock yourself down, life goes on, right? So I've had 2 personal things come up that I chose to put them at first. And then, of course, going away for 4 days and not doing a post for 2. So yes, I have fell short of the 90-day straight goal. But my whole purpose of wanting to sign up for this 90-day challenge was to be better than I was prior to it. So if I end this thing with 84 or 86 posts on a 90-day challenge, then I'm not mad, right? I recognize my shortcomings. I hold myself accountable to those. And yeah, so I have to make those decisions. We have to pivot in life. And that's what I chose to do. So, I need to plan better. I will admit that, right? So maybe next time I need to do videos ahead of the vacation, and then that way I can go ahead and launch them. I listen to Mike Zuber a lot, and I was talking to Millennial Mike and a few others, and I think what Mike was saying was that Zuber had such horrible Wi-Fi out on the cruise ship or wherever he was that he was posting, he was making videos the night before just so he could hold true to his 9 a.m. Ritual. So, Zuber, kudos to you, my man, for staying true. And I definitely am learning how difficult it is to be in this seat and do content every day. So we continue to press on. So I wanted to kind of shift from the vacation. Again, it was a great time. The water park was wonderful. The relaxing was wonderful. Just having the family around. We did a couple days with no kids. Our kids are all adult kids. So we did a couple days with no kids, and then we had a day where the kids all came down, went to the water park, hung out by the fire, and then two of them even spent the night down overnight. So it was a great time. But shifting from that, I wanted to share two conversations I had. One via text. I'll start with that one first. And it's very rewarding to get a call from a client last Thursday that says, Chris, we've had three people we've called. None of them have either called back or answered. Now, I'll be the first to admit I'm not 100% perfect on getting estimates promptly. I'm not 100% perfect on return phone calls, so I don't make it sound like I'm way better than my competition. Um, in this case, we showed up, right? In this case, we did the right things. And the client approved a order for us to come out on Saturday, and we continued Monday and Tuesday. So while I was on vacation, I was able to still have work being done for clients. That's what a great feeling, right? So what did that look like? Um, so the client needed some patchwork done throughout the house, several patches, a couple ceilings painted, and they were prepping to get their house on the market for sale. So what was amazing and cool and all those things was that this morning when I was talking to the client, she had said, "Thank you so much. You guys were wonderful. Pleasure to work with. Your work is stellar. We threw some extra things at you. You guys took it on, with no problems asked, and you delivered, right?" And that means a lot. It means a lot, right? For me as an owner to be able to step away from the business and know that I have, people that can deliver quality to our clients in a way that the owner of Laser Focus Solutions, want to see fit for the clients, that means a lot, right? Um, Many business owners have a hard time stepping away and hanging up the tools. I'm getting closer and closer every day. So um, then today we started our second phase of a drywall job. And basically the first phase was getting the insulation in, getting the insulation inspection, got that. And now we're good to go. So we started sheetrocking today. And again, I wasn't there. I was pulling my camper home today. So I got there on site and I, put eyes on the job. And the client walked up to me and said how wonderful it was to know that we have his house under control. And it's a very rewarding feeling. It really, really is. It's a humbling feeling. And the one thing he said to me that really kind of set in was, "You're going to get big because you're amazing. You're a very genuine person. You're a very trusting person. And you're going to get big. And all I ask is that when you get big, you don't forget about people like us." And I hear that and it really hits. It really does. I've heard that a couple times in the past, you know, but for some reason, right now, in the wake of it all, we've done more in the past 2 months of larger work, bathroom renovations, basement renovations, drywall jobs, you name it, we're doing it, pulling permits, all the things, right? Finding resources, researching customers' needs and figuring out ways to pull out all the stops and remove all the barriers and just all the blocking and tackling things, right? So when I heard that today, it really hit different because I feel like we are genuinely on to something. My goals are big. I said that before, right? So, to go from a corporate job and starting from nothing. I had no founders. I've had no financial backing. I've had nothing but the tools. In fact, I mean, those that know me and most of you don't, I was going through a divorce when I, in the middle of a divorce, furloughed out of a company, went back to the company, took a pay cut, still in the middle of the divorce, came out on the other end, you know, by the grace of God, my ex decided to be cordial and just let's end it, right? Let's not drag out alimony. Let's not drag out anything. A lump sum was cut and paid and moved on. So I drained the tank to move on from that in the sever ties. So to start the next chapter from zero, I put on some personal credit card debt to build this thing up, right? And it was scary. I mean, to be 0% salary, right? Zero salary. I am out there making money every single day and I'm finding money and I'm learning the hard way and I'm doing all things wrong. And it's hard to get efficient when you're doing a basement one week and you're doing a bathroom the next, and you're doing a deck the following, and then you're doing, so it's like, how do you gear up, ramp up, get efficient, and all those things? Okay. So, I say all that to say that it is extremely humbling because last year, was a grind year. This year, we're doing, we just broke the 2023 number in August. We broke total number of 2023. We just did in 2024 as of tomorrow being August 1. So huge, huge milestone. I don't know the percentage of growth that is. I don't have it in front of me. My dashboard is not in front of me. I can find it. I do know it, but I just don't know it for this video. But that's remarkable, right? And to know that we have some backlog of business still in the works, to know that we have some estimates out down the street that are still in the works, and to know that we have clients like this one. It says, hey, you're going to get big. Don't forget about us. It all means so much, right? And I don't take it lightly because, without this community, without Middletown, Delaware, and I mean, I have so many families that have referred their brothers, sisters, moms, dads, whoever, grandparents, you name it. And it just continues and continues. And I try to come with a mindset of abundance. I try not to have a scarcity mindset of, oh my gosh, there's not a lot of work out there. There's too much competition and all like that. No, I come from a mindset of abundance that, the value that I bring forth is going to carry me, and it's going to continue to evolve, and it's going to continue to deliver new business, and it has. Um, Again, the fact that I was able to pull in that job for the drywall fix Saturday, yesterday, and Monday, it pushed the job back, and the client that we pushed back was very understanding to it. But this was a time critical thing, right? The realtor was showing up to take photos, and we had to make that thing work. So, and that's where, again, it goes back to, we have great clients, we have great customers. I didn't have somebody say, see ya, I'm out of here, nothing like that. Not in this case, right? This is a solid situation. Okay. So I just feel very humbled and very proud to come back from vacation, get ready to lock and load on this drywall job that we're working on, wrapping up this basement flooring replacement and some patches and paints down there. And, I'm humbled and excited and grateful for what we have done, but I'm even more excited about where we're going, right? I put 2 ads out on Indeed, and I'll just end with this. I hear all the time, oh, it's so hard to find good people. It's so hard to find good people. And I say, is it? Is it really? Because I don't know what it is, but I always seem to find good people. I find good customers. I find good friends. I find good people out in public. I don't seem to run into I mean, I've gotten burnt once or twice, but, I feel like I attract good people. And in my corporate world, I had a lot of fun giving opportunities to people that didn't even feel that, others, I should say, in the company didn't feel they were fit, but I saw something in them, and I wish I could name drop on this video, but it wouldn't be fair to those individuals. So I won't. But there is many, and I use the word many. I'm not talking 5, I'm not talking 10, I'm not talking 15. There are many people in corporate that I had the pleasure and the honor of interviewing and looking at them and hearing them and say to me, I'm going to give you the best that I got. And I look at them and I think to myself, if you are where I think you are, this is going to be fun for the both of us. And I've said that to a couple of them just because I feel like they needed that confidence, right, in the room. And I'm encouraged that they are all doing just fine in this world, right? So I'm encouraged that with this Indeed ad that I have out here, 2 of them, 3 of them, whatever it is, I am getting a flood of applicants that want to join this team. I got people going on the website that are filling out. I can't get the answers out fast enough, and I feel ignorant because I can't. And I say can't, I haven't made the intention to do so, right? That's the can't in there, right? I have not made the intention to do so. So that's something I have to really dial in on this week. With my point of the Indeed ad was, I hear a lot of people say, good talent is hard to find. And I don't know what that means because I have people showing up on my website and Indeed. And I say showing up because I was told in the very beginning, oh, well, every 3 or 4 days, reset that Indeed ad and they'll put it to the top. Folks, I've had that ad out there for 3 or 4 weeks now, and I'm still getting tons of activity in this community that want to be a part of the company. So I've had clients recently say, I thought you were a lot bigger than you are. That's awesome. I love that. I love that they think we're bigger than we are because perception is reality, and we're perceived to be big because we're going to be big, right? And I don't mean big like take advantage of clients big or big like overpriced big. I mean big like we're going to build something special. We're going to have an array of talent that, I envision an overhead drone picture taking a picture of multiple company vehicles and many, many employees standing around those vehicles and, smiling and proud to be a part of what we've built. And that's something that, it's embedded in me, right? I see it. It's already there. I'm just trying to get to that point to take that picture. That's what it boils down to for me. So, and this isn't my only venture, right? I'm going to also own rental properties. So, I've got people that have come out of, I wouldn't say nowhere, but I've got people of recent that have approached me and have discussed, financial opportunities if needed. I've got people that have approached me and, but I've also put myself out there too. That's the beautiful thing about networking, right? Is, I'm talking to a property management company that I see on TV and on commercials. People would think I'm crazy. They think I'm lying probably if I said I talked to this guy and I got his cell phone number and I can text him whenever I want, kind of thing. The guy wants to help me, like because I put myself out there and I asked the question, and again, he respects the fact that I'm hungry and I wouldn't say younger, I'm 45, but I'm younger, I guess. So yeah, I mean, it's just there's so much opportunity, but I just need to get to that place, right? I just need to get to that destination to say cheese with all my employees, with all the vehicles. I need to get to that destination of the rental property portfolio that's built and know that I'm putting housing for several families and I'm creating jobs for several people and all those things, right? And it's just we're gonna do it. That's all. I mean, just for me, you got to tell me different. You got to convince me different, and you're gonna really need to bring some substance to do that because what I see is that. So I'm gonna end on that. Like I said, I'm a little bit pumped up after vacation. I'm feeling good. I will disclose a personal milestone in the upcoming days and just kind of share how it all shook down and it took place and everything else. But for now, we'll end. And I appreciate everything you guys do. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, your dog walkers, your mailman that we are Laser Focused Solutions Media, folks. Peace out.